Hey everybody, I'm Kyle Larson, and you're watching the ACS.
Points leader Martin Truex Jr. up front. Meanwhile, Truex is up front, looking to take full advantage of this race. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. Oh, look at that run by Newman and Stenhouse! Patrolling 3 lanes of traffic here in Talladega. Bowman giving Truex that wild shove from turns 3 and 4. And there's Kyle Larson on the high side. Stenhouse goes for the pass. He dives low. Keselowski blocks late. And he's going to run to the field. Big crash up at turn 4. No caution. Kyle Larson's going to pedal his way to the victory.
Hello and welcome to Detroit, Michigan for the Aflac Cup Series Season 10 finale, where we get a good look at a driver we are honoring today, a man that we almost tragically lost, Ryan Newman, and he is the star of today's race and is also driving in today's race, thankful that he is healthy and walking once again. Now, for your drivers to watch for in today's finale, you got Kyle Larson, 10-point lead over Martin Truex Jr. Can Larson be able to protect that 10-point lead and win the championship? And then you got Martin Truex Jr. He's the fastest driver in the first 5 laps of a run. Look for him to get out early, but can he maintain his position? And then Paul Menard, we say goodbye to a legend as he is retiring from NASCAR altogether. And then Denny Hamlin is having a very struggling season. He starts up front. Can he get it done today? Now we take you trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engines. And there they go. Kurt Busch on the pole today is Ganassi Racing teammate and the points leader Kyle Larson to his outside for today's race in Detroit as the cars roll by the Ryan Newman tribute on the backstretch. Lots of great paint schemes there from Ryan Newman's days in the mid-2000s, dating all the way to the present day in 2020. So many great looking cars, racing all sorts of manufacturers, Dodge, Chevy, and Ford. His all-tell Dodge and Fords were fast back in the day. Now for your starting lineup here in Detroit for the finale, one more time in Season 10, and on the front row is Kurt Busch, to his outside his teammate, Kyle Larson. Row 2, another set of teammates, Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin. Row 3, we find Jimmy Johnson in second place in the points, 10 points out, Martin Truex Jr. Row 4, William Byron, to his outside, Carter Adelman. Row 5, some more teammates, Clint Boyer and Kevin Harvick. And row 6 is Chase Elliott and Daniel Suarez. Row 7 today, Ryan Blaney and Brad Keselowski. In row 8, we have Chris Buescher and Matt DiBenedetto. Row 9, Ryan Newman and Eric Jones. And in row 10, Joey Logano and Alex Bowman. Row 11 today, Eric Almirola and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Row 12 sits Daniel Hemrick and Austin Dillon. Paul Menard in his last race in the Aflac Cup Series starts in row 13 to his outside, Ryan Preece. In row 14 is Bubba Wallace and Camden Luca. And 15, Jimmy Lania and Bryce Harvey. And we are ready to take the green flag here at the Detroit Motor Speedway for the finale of Season 10. Kyle Larson has the points lead, and Kyle Busch is going for the race lead. What a start to this race for Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. Truex has moved up to third place, going for second on Kurt Busch. But he does not get the run off of turn 4. Gets a nice little shove by Jimmy Johnson. He's going to move back into that third position. Trying to track down the Busch brothers as it's a battle between Kyle and Kurt up front. Looks like Kurt's getting a nice little run here on younger brother Kyle Busch. To the inside goes Kurt Busch, side by side down the back through 3 and 4. They're going to slow each other up, and Truex gets a nice run and takes the 3-wide pass for the lead. That was a very gutsy move for Martin Truex Jr., but he knows he has a great car, and that will propel him out front. But Kyle Busch's teammate is not making it easy on him. But he's going to give Kyle Busch a nice push into turn 1. Too hard of a push. Kyle Busch ends up hitting the wall from that push from Martin Truex Jr. And Truex is moving through. It looks like Larson's going to lose a position to Chase Elliott. And their points lead is down to 3 points Now back to 4 as Johnson passes Truex and Larson gets by Kyle Busch, I believe. The battle for second is on between Carter Adelman, Jimmy Johnson, and Martin Truex Jr. But now we're going to track Kyle Larson as he's trying to protect that 10-point lead, which is now down to 5 points as he gets by Chase Elliott down the backstretch. Started the day with a 10-point lead, and it has been shrinking because Truex has been on the move, but Larson is starting to get the tires under his race car, and he is moving to the front in a fast way. He's got that points lead back up to 6 points, a little more comfortable for Kyle Larson fans, as it was at a point in this race where Truex had the race lead and the points lead because Truex is in the lead of this race. As the cars go down the back, oh, 4 wide's not going to work. Joey Logano ends up getting the worst of it. Oh, and Denny Hamlin clips in as well. And Joey Logano, see, he kind of gets forced below into the grass by Alex Bowman. And Clint Boyer, nowhere to go. And then there's Hamlin. Oh, no. Denny Hamlin's had a rough season. And it does not get any better here in the finale. Yeah, this is just going to be a season all Hamlin fans are going to want to forget. So Clint Boyer gets the hook. Joey Logano does as well. Those boys are both done. But Denny Hamlin will be able to keep running. So still has a shot at a decent finish. So now this is Martin Truex Jr.'s chance to pull away. He's good on those short runs. Can he get the race lead from Kurt Busch? We're going to find out. Look at Larson with the aggressive move. He's going to take a 3 wide into turn 1. Oh, and Larson runs out of a track. Almost gets into Truex. He lets off the gas. And he's going to lose a lot of points to Martin Truex there. We're down to 2 points advantage. Now it's 1 point as Larson still continues to lose positions on the racetrack. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. This is his chance to get the points lead if he can get by Kyle Larson's teammate Kurt Busch. Into turn 1 through turn 2 they go. Truex all over the back bumper of Kurt Busch. And it's now back up to 2 points as Larson gets by a driver. But now it doesn't matter. Martin Truex Jr. is in the race lead with a 3-point lead over Kyle Larson for the championship. Larson's watching this race dwindle by as Truex takes the lead. Can Larson work his way back up to the front? He's going to grab 2 birds with 1 turn there as he passes Adelman and Byron. Just a 1-point lead for Martin Truex Jr. Oh, and Kurt Busch gets loose. He hits the wall down into Suarez. Elliott's maneuvers by, but caution's going to come out for Daniel Suarez and Kurt Busch. That's really going to hurt Martin Truex Jr.'s points lead as it was just down to 1 point. And that sucks for Kurt Busch. He had a shot to win this race. And then Ryan Newman kind of just came out of nowhere off that most recent restart. And now Newman's got a chance to win this race as he's up front. But Kurt Busch was definitely racing Newman for second place. Just got loose. And then poor Suarez having a great run as well. Gets tangled in this one. Here it is one more time. Watch as Kurt Busch tries to save it. Just nowhere to go. Oh my goodness. Chase Elliott. Very fortunate not to be caught up in that wreck. There's Kyle Larson. He was not the points leader at that time of caution, but now he will be, as he will gain 2 positions on the racetrack because of that. So, but the points lead still is tight here. Truex has a chance if Larson cannot get a good start here. Green flag back in the air. Larson's going to push Newman to the race lead, though. Oh, and Truex tight, real tight, up into the wall. Martin Truex Jr. is out of this competition. Larson spins to the grass. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Championship drivers get together with just 3 laps remaining here in Detroit. Watch as Truex just gets really tight there up into Larson, and Larson's fortunate he did not collect a lot more drivers in that crash. Larson will be able to continue on, but Truex is definitely done there. And Larson, oh, that's a hard hit for Truex. But Larson really just drove it in. He pushed Newman to the race lead, and he really gets down on Martin Truex Jr. there, and looks like Truex just gets tight because of that. Man, but Larson scoots by, and this should be enough. Yeah, Truex is definitely going to be done for the day. And this is a flashback to Season 1. Something very similar happened. Let's take a look.
For the championship. Edwards and that. Oh no, they wreck the top 2 in points.
The championship leaders from Season 1, Carl Edwards and Dale Earnhardt Jr., both crashed with 2 laps to go. And we flash forward to Season 10, kind of the same results between Larson and Truex. So Newman has a chance to win this race. He's on the front row. Kevin Harvick to his outside, green flag back in the air. Newman and Harvick go side by side into turn 1 and 2. Harvick's going to cruise away with the race lead. Coming to the white flag, Newman gets a good run on that bottom line through 3 and 4. He's all over Harvick's back bumper. Can Newman get there and win this race? He's going to give it a whale of a shot going into 3 and 4. Just watch. He gets to the bumper. Oh, Harvick saves it, and he still gets the victory. Kevin Harvick will win at Detroit as Kyle Larson is your Season 10 champion. How about that? Kyle Larson winning the Season 10 championship. And there's Kevin Harvick, the winner at Detroit. What a finish here. Watch as Newman going to get to the bumper. Oh, not quite enough. And Elliott looks like he's going to capture second place as he gets by Newman right at the end. But your Season 10 champion is Kyle Larson. How about that? Big time redemption from Season 9. Had a great year in Season 8. Great year in Season 7. And Larson finally beats the Demons in the Aflac Cup Series and wins the championship in Season 10. A great battle between Truex and Larson all season long, capped off with a Kevin Harvick win in Detroit. So your point standings. Kyle Larson beats out Martin Truex Jr. by 19 points at the end. Matt DiBenedetto gets a top 3 points finish. There's Brad Keselowski in the top 5. Harvick 6, Kyle Busch 7th, Ryan Blaney, Ryan Newman, and Ryan Preece 8 through 10. All Ryans. Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, Clint Boyer, Daniel Suarez, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. the top 15. Chase Elliott is 16th. Hemrick 17th. Johnson, Austin Dillon, and Eric Jones, your top 20 in the standings. And 21st through 31st, Bubba Wallace, Carter Adelman, a bad season for him. Joey Logano, another bad season. Camden Luca, Chris Buescher, Bryce Harvey, William Byron. Denny Hamlin, a bad season. He ends up 28th in the point standings. Paul Menard, man, I hate to see it, finishes 30th in his final NASCAR season. Race results, Harvick gets the win, Elliott 2nd, Ryan Newman 3rd, Brad Keselowski 4th, Matt DiBenedetto rallied to finish 5th today. Larson moves back up to finish 16th after his spin with Martin Truex Jr. William Byron dropped like a rock. He had a top 5 car. He finishes 11th. No excuse for that today. And then here's your cars that crashed out. You see Truex finishing an abysmal 26th after having the championship within his grasp. What a battle today. The points were wild all throughout the show. Hope everybody loved this race and loved the champion. This is JT24, JM26 signing out. We'll see you next season.